Hello everyone, this is Lisa from messagesfromtheotherside.net. If you don't know me, I am an intuitive job and life coach as well as a medium. I connect you with your loved ones on the other side, which can help heal any guilt, worry, or fear you may have, and this can give you relief and hope so you can move forward in your life in a healthy and positive manner, knowing you are heard, loved, and supported. I also give you valuable insights and tools and exercises so you can learn to trust your own intuition in order to connect with your loved ones yourself directly. And I know most of you who contact me, you're already receiving signs. You just need validation that you're not crazy or that your loved ones are indeed connecting with you, and they are. So for this, or for a couple things real quick before I get to this weekly reading. This is a weekly reading that I've decided to do to learn how to do YouTube and videos and overcome I'm a recovering perfectionist. That's why I'm like, even if I'm a little bit of a mess because of the heat and the humidity, I'm gonna push myself through this. Also, it has to do with helping me through my grieving process, because some of you may or may not know, but I lost my husband 2 years and 7 months ago. So struggling to become financially independent again, and rebuilding my life after loss. And I know quite a few of you can relate to that. Now, one quick thing is, if you'd like to support me and show me that you enjoy these videos, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can buy me a cup of coffee on the coffee.com site. The link is below. It's spelled a little differently, so check for the link below. There's also a link to my website if you want to schedule a full 30-minute reading. Usually I do a 60-minute reading, but for this summer I know you guys are really busy, and so I figured a 30-minute reading might be good for July and August, and I've also included a coupon code for $10 off that. So go ahead, if you visit my site. Again, the link is down below along with the coffee.com site. And if you want to buy me a cup of coffee or a bag of chocolate chips, I like to have chocolate chips in the morning with my oatmeal, that'd be great. I think it's $3. And if I get enough support, I will return to the radio. I had a radio show for 3 years. First with job coaching, and then several years later when I came out with my mediumship abilities, I had a weekly radio call-in show for about 3 years as well, where I gave away free mini mediumship readings for you, and then we also went over lots of different topics in reference to this. What kind of filters that you may have from receiving messages from your loved ones on the other side, or spirit, or your guides, angels, what have you. Any fears you may have, any concerns, really all sorts of questions, that come up. That's I usually cover, and I did stop that I think last October, but I'm considering doing it again. And if I get enough kind of financial support going, because it does take a couple of hours to prepare my scripts and to have the show itself, I'd like to come back because I miss it. Okay, so all that's out of the way, and thank you for listening, and thank you also for letting me have last week off, because that was the marking of the 14th is always rough for me. That was the marking of my husband's 2 years and 7 months mark, and it's kind of rough for a lot of reasons. So anyway, let's go ahead, and this week, again, I pulled from Louise Hay's Power Thought deck, and it's really pretty. And this time, it's what caught my eye. A little bit of shuffling, but it's really, this card caught my eye, and I love the color. That's one thing I like about Louise Hay's deck is the colors. I'm a very vibrant color person, as you can see from the wall behind me. But here you go. This one is, my life works beautifully. Right now I'm having a hard time believing that. And the opposite, on the other side, said, everything in my life works now and forevermore. This is right? My life works beautifully. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. Now again, sometimes we don't think that things are working out, when a negative experience happens, but usually there's some sort of a silver lining or a lesson to be learned and all. I have not found that yet, still myself. From my husband's passing, and from also decades worth of unemployment. Although I must say I've learned an awful lot in the past 10, 12 years. But yeah, as far as grieving goes, I think you need quite a bit of time. Everybody takes a little bit of time, and sometimes the silver lining is more evident more quickly than others. And I think we just have to have hope that there's a reason for it. I can say one thing that I've learned is now I can truly empathize with those of you who have lost your spouse, your partner. There's a big difference in that type of grief. And I can better understand and comprehend all the filters and blocks that you may have, right? So if you're having a hard time trying to find the silver lining, like I said, my life works beautifully. And even when we don't think it is, we have to hope that in some, as time goes on, we'll figure out really how nice it worked, or how things were not nice it worked, but how, what came of that negative experience, right? And sometimes it just takes a little time. And again, just a reminder, if, as with in my case, my life works beautifully. Right now, I'm thinking, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So what? Now I have to shift that in my thinking. It's okay. What if my wife? What if my life works beautifully? What if my life works beautifully? And I just don't see it yet, right? I just don't see the lessons or the silver lining just yet. But what if, and what if everything in my life works now and forevermore? How great would that be, So again, if you're having trouble with an affirmation, switch it to the what if question. Or you can switch it to what's called an affirmation by Noah St. John. And he says, well, why is it so easy that my life works beautifully? Why is it so easy for this, right? Why is it so easy that everything in my life works now and forevermore? Okay? So you can choose any one of those three, affirmations, and the what if question. All three different tools that you have to adjust and to give you hope and to move forward in your life in a positive manner. I hope this helps this week. I'm going to focus on this myself all day, the rest of the day today. All right? I'm sending you lots of love and thank you. And thanks for you. Lots of love and light to you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.